AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
What's up? It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia fans. I'm your host, Danica Kennedy, and welcome back to another after show for It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. This episode's all about being Frank, and it's season 11, episode 6. And I'm joined by my lovely co-host, as usual. Who are you guys?
Hey, what's up, gang? Mike Scocozza here. It's Casual Wednesday. I'm wearing a onesie. I just felt like being comfortable, man.
Rocking
being comfortable.
He's nice not shirtless, but he's in a onesie.
I'm shirtless underneath it, but yeah.
really probably is.
Yeah.
I'm Marielou Mandl. You can find me on all social media at Marielou Mandl. Happy to be here.
And I'm Joe Doyle. You can find me at JoJo Doyle.
You can find me on social media at Danica Kennedy and us all at AFTERBUZZ TV. And be sure to tweet us whether you like the episode, didn't, whether you like our episode or not. We love talking to you guys. But I want to dive into this episode, being Frank, all about his perspective. First of all, what did you guys think?
Great episode.
Great
episode.
Hilarious.
It was, I don't think they've shot an episode like this before, so they're mixing it up again. Trying something new. It's 11 seasons. We gotta, keep it fresh.
I was very excited about the return of Bill Ponderosa.
Pondy.
Yeah,
Pondy. I didn't even know that was his nickname, but I was excited to see his face.
I really liked the episode because Frank, he just does so many skeezy things, but seeing it from his perspective and in his brain completely justified everything he did. For me, at least, I'm like, yeah, that makes complete sense.
It made a lot of sense, yeah.
Yeah, my three favorite things is at the beginning when he's peeing and the extra stream comes off on the side. There's two cans.
Wait, what? How is that happening?
Yeah, what is going on? But they had two cans. They were prepped for it. Then his relationship with Mac. How he just kept saying in his head, and then Nice Nips cupcake.
That's gonna be your new thing.
That's
isn't
my
it?
new thing.
That's your new thing.
I love it. It's
Nice
so
Nips
great. I can make it work everywhere.
It's a lot less sleazy coming from you than Frank.
Yeah, I feel like I might get
sure.
slapped if I would say, hey, Nice Nips.
Nah.
Yeah, I can get away with a lot.
I feel like you could, but I feel like you could say that if if you had your nips out too, you could. I feel like you could say that.
I mean, I would say it to a dude. Nice nips there, cupcake.
Yeah, that would. I think that would work. That would work. But
I loved hearing his inner monologue just throughout the whole episode. I just really like when TV shows show that anyways, what the character's thinking. I mean, Seinfeld did a great job at it. Sex and the City, there's so many shows, and I love that they dove into that with Frank, especially commenting on Mac. Because Mac's pretty annoying sometimes, but...
He just kept calling him this one. He's like, oh, I'm alone with this one.
Well, in the very beginning when he shows up at the bar and he's trying to remember Dennis's name, and he's like, DeMarcus? He can't remember his name.
Oh, you're Dennis.
Yeah.
His own kid. How sad is that?
Oh, and I love the whole eating the snake and seeing that same landlord again. That was terrifying. It was terrifying though.
He hasn't been back in forever. I feel like he wasn't. Was he even around last season? Did we see him at all?
I haven't seen him in forever. He's such a weird dude though.
I don't think since they squashed the beef, I think we've seen him.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time. And of course he's bugging him for rent as usual, eating a snake sandwich. So the first time that Frank passes out is because of the snake sandwich. He's dying next to him, and his inner monologue is I don't want to die looking at this guy. He's choking on it. And then of course he has his drug experience later, thanks to Bill, which I enjoyed. Got a little trippy in this episode.
Of course.
Yeah, it was awesome. It made me... Well, I was really happy that I was seeing Frank do that because I didn't want to go through that kind of stuff. But I wanted to get the payoff. I just didn't want to have to do all the work, to get...
It's not exactly the same, Joe, but...
I guess that's true.
Or when he goes to the hospital and he's like, I'm in heaven. And that nurse lets him grab them twice.
Well, I mean,
he just woke up. He doesn't know. Listen, if I woke up and I see a nice pair of titties, I might think to just grab as well.
Yeah. It's great bedside manner, if you ask me.
Expected to be in hell. He thinks he's in heaven. He's just going for it.
Yeah, but they found some kind of like terminal illness.
They never.
We don't know about. They have to remove something.
Yeah.
We don't know what it is.
You think that'll come back? Do you think they think they'll bring that back up in another episode?
Hey, they have to.
Yeah.
They can't just drop
Probably.
them. Like, do you think he has like is it his donger, or do you think it's one of the giggleberries? Like,
Who knows?
I don't know.
They were very vague about this whole episode. I mean, even like the plan with the gang and what they were doing, it was just so foggy because it's Frank's brain. He doesn't really know what's going on. He's just this clueless old man. So they just left us kind of like, I don't know, confused the entire time. I felt like I didn't know what was going on either, but we were supposed to feel that way.
Well, I don't think he did. I think that was the point.
Yeah. Just confused. I love just seeing the gang's plan though, with their like cop uniforms, and then he's supposed to be like on the lookout the whole time and do all these things, and he's like, yeah, totally, but he has no idea what's going on.
And then he eats the dog treats, and then when Mac was like, oh no, those are like, they have dog poison, and he's like, oh, well, they're good, I'm gonna keep eating it. Okay.
I mean, he eats cat food, so what do you expect?
That is true.
Spiked dog treats.
Ugh.
How exciting was it to see Artemiss again?
Oh yeah.
I love
The rug
Artemiss.
situation.
Yeah.
This is my part-time lover. Yes.
So they had some rug they needed to get rid of at some place, and the plan was that like some of the gang was gonna, you know,
They were gonna hop the
distract
fence.
the security
Throw it
guards. They were
over
gonna throw over the
barbed
rug,
wire.
but then Mac already did it, so we had to get another rug and went to Artemiss's Jewish family party.
Well, like they had a lot of rugs
random.
over there. Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's when the drugs really started to hit.
Yeah, but the fact that Frank and Artemiss are close enough that she's going to introduce him to her parents as part-time
He just kept calling them all Jews.
Jews!
Well, like, didn't he say he was a Nazi? Wasn't there like a big Nazi thing though? Like, yeah, in the last episode when he was seeing the painting, he was talking about the Nazi thing. So maybe that was why he was just kind of like, oh no, what do we do now?
Maybe, yeah.
He's got some serious like World War II issues. I don't know why, but maybe they'll dive into that at some point.
He is an old man. Yeah, I
Some
wonder
weird
if Frank ever
flashbacks.
like served in the military or something.
Some
Got
war.
dishonorable
He's
discharge.
in Vietnam or like, I don't know, World War II.
POW camp, just like eating like snake and weird shit to survive.
Knowing Frank, if he
wouldn't
was
be too
overseas,
surprised.
he might have some kind of discharge.
He's
With
definitely
all
banging
the
some hookers
shadiness he's doing.
overseas. You know what I mean?
Oh, did
Yeah.
you guys see what I did there?
Yeah.
I thought I tried to think of something good, and that's what I came up with.
Good. Say something smart.
Something smart. Think of something good.
I loved the montage of when he was like peeking on his drugs and he started like popping the kids' balloons and picking up the hot dogs that were way too hot and they were like burning his hands, and he was just like running around town being an asshole. That was great.
The balloon. And then the dog. I'm sorry. It's just so good.
It was a
It was such like a high thing to do, like pop the kid's balloon. You know what I mean?
And when Pondy's like, 911, and he's like, I'm on my way, LOL.
LOL.
L dot 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 O dot 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 L.
Pondy's the coolest.
Pondy's the coolest. And then he comes and gets him and he's like, sorry guy, like I got handsy with somebody. She looked like she was 18 and all these dads come out.
It's terrifying. That's so
So
scary.
terrifying.
Pondy's like, get the gun. Someone's gonna die today.
And we
I don't know if
don't
they had
know
the
what he
gun,
took
like-
either.
Yeah, why did they like try to shoot one of those guys? That's what I thought he was gonna do.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna do that, and then he shot the window.
Yeah, like, he was about to shoot himself.
Yep.
Damn.
I
I'm glad
love
they
how he
didn't
had
go
the
there.
Advil when he was like, "Oh, I got Advil for you, Frank, but it's not Advil.
It's not Advil.
Fine, more for me." Like when he rejects it. Oh, such a trippy episode with the special effects too. They don't usually do that stuff. They've been pulling out some like wild cards that they don't usually do. Like that one ski episode had a lot of nudity compared to normal, and this one was just like really, you know, trippy and out there visually.
I imagine this was inspired by those like Snapchat filters that like make like rainbows come out of your mouth.
Oh yeah, you could puke rainbows.
Oh, is that what that is?
I don't know, that's what when I saw that I was like, maybe somebody was playing with that and they're like, we have to do this, but it's got to be a POV.
Wait, that's a filter? I thought people have been having crazy
It has been an
diseases.
epidemic.
I thought people
You
were just
thought your
dying
friends
from
were
rainbows.
sick.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't Snapchat, so I don't know. I don't know what this is. I just saw videos of people.
Yeah.
It's like a thing, I guess.
No, I mean, I'd like to get into it. I just, I need someone to kind of help me out get me through it.
Just talk like a 9-year-old.
I don't get it.
Okay, well.
It's like when you're really drunk and you're like, I want everyone to know how drunk I am. I'm going to Snapchat this to all my friends. And then you're just like puking rainbows with a beer. That's what it's for.
I should definitely not download that because I would
moments.
I would embarrass myself too much, I think.
That's why it's on Snapchat, because Snapchat's like the one where it's like, oh, it's gonna disappear. You'll never be able to see it again. The scandalous one, but it's not really.
No, kids.
Like that.
The internet is forever.
Yeah, no kidding.
It is.
No kidding.
It's not like it was back in the day. You could send a picture of your dick to someone and nobody else would see it. Nowadays, everybody's gonna see it.
That's what Snapchat was originally used for, but now it's mainstream, right?
What?
No.
It was
No.
Snapchat was for dickles?
What else? That's what I use it for.
Aren't they all for dickles?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
Like
not
all
why it's
social
supposed to
media is for
disappear.
dickles.
I guess I've been using it all wrong. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna start.
Yeah, but so seeing
Change
that
it up.
scene with the drug stuff, I imagine that was the inspiration for this.
Yeah.
Somebody's like, hey,
Snapchat
that's what we
inspiration.
have to do.
It kind of reminded me of a time in Vegas where I kept on running up to people on the strip saying that their face was melting. And so, but I didn't pop any balloons. But,
Were you on aspirin?
no.
Yeah.
It
not
would have been
at all.
great
Aspirin.
if they were on aspirin and we're like, oh my god, my face is melting.
I was just enjoying the evening. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
As one does in Las Vegas.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you were there, I think.
I was there. I watched him, and there's a saying, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, and that's for a reason, you guys.
That's true. That's true. It was
Unless
also
it
kind of
ends up
creepy.
on Instagram.
Unless it's on Snapchat, then it's there for 24 hours. Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's too long. That's way too long.
I did love it this episode though, because they obviously film it in all downtown LA, except for a few pickup shots. But they don't usually do a lot of like driving around shots. And it was funny because like everywhere they were going, I was like, oh, I know where that is. I know where that is. It's like they don't normally do that a lot. And I was like, I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now.
Well, they're really just switching it
They're
up.
switching
They're
it up.
like,
Switching it up.
usually they just stay within the bar with the sets they always have. And now that it's in the last couple of seasons,
they're
they're just
doing
really
more.
playing it up
Yeah.
and going out there. And
It's like the gang
I
out
like
in the
it.
wild, you know,
Yeah.
not just in their home.
But they're also bringing back all these classic characters and like mixing them in there. I think they're doing
But in
a
like
really
the right
good
way, I
job.
feel. Yeah. It's good.
I mean, it's really hard to keep a show like this on for this long and still have it be super funny. I mean, probably season 2 is still going to be like my favorite forever. I just loved when like Frank first joined, but I think they're keeping it like up there. I still have nothing bad to say about this show.
Well, I'm
ever.
sure FX loves it because they produced the show for relatively cheap. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And it does so well. It's like the network. I mean, that's what the network loves them. You know what I mean?
It's
But
like do what you want, and the fact that they're
Right.
willing to like shake it up, like inspired by other movies. Like they did the one that was like Birdman, and this one's like Being John Malkovich, and you know they're the ski movies.
I feel like they definitely have like a list on their writers board of like dream scenarios, and now that it's coming down to the end of the season, they're going, yep, we got to do this. We got to see what happens when the gang gets in this situation. And I'm really enjoying it.
I think it's only going to escalate more and more. You know, when one more season left, I think it's been great.
Yeah.
I actually feel like it's such a like dumb concept of the show, but the episodes now are a little smarter. Like this episode, you're confused the whole time with the whole plot and what's going on, and then at the end, you're like, oh, they're trying to get Dennis's car out of impound.
It's another
and
plan.
like, oh, that's the whole plan with the rug and all this bullshit was leading up to that was the whole thing. It's just trying to get his car back, which Frank successfully just like busted through after seeing this terrifying dog while he was on drugs. They all jump in their uniforms. It was just ridiculous though,
After he
all
got
around.
locked in the trunk.
Yeah, he ended up in the trunk in the impound. Like, how does that?
But see, nowadays, because there used to be, after 9/11, me and my buddies, we would go and like we would lock ourselves in trunks.
What? Why?
Just to see if we could get out, just in case it was like Red Dawn type of thing. We were all in community college and bored, so that's what we would do on the weekends. But anyways,
There's nothing wrong with
Like
being prepared.
all weekend? Or?
no, just like in the evenings, you know, we would go and hang out at the Rite Aid parking lot, and in the parking lot, you know, like we toss the football around, we'd pretend like we were locked in, you know, each other's trunks and see how fast we could get out. And they have little, like, you know, emergency cords now. So that way you don't have to worry about, like, shooting through it. But that, you know, kind of remind me of that. But, yeah.
All right.
So, yeah, I mean, I've been locked in a trunk before, and...
You didn't have a gun to just like bang, bang,
No.
bang. Get out of
Just,
it.
you gotta hook the thing and you pull down. But it's very disorienting. When
That's
you know.
terrifying.
Yeah, it is. It is, because it's a small, confined space, and I'm a big guy.
It's a situation I never want to be in.
Yeah.
No fun.
No.
I just thought, I'd share my experiences in the trunk of a car.
I'm glad
You
that,
okay, man?
Yeah,
I'm glad
great.
that there's like you can get out though. That's like there's a thing to get out. That's good.
Yeah, there's
If
a
it's
stock
like a
thing
newer
now.
car.
Yeah, but if it's an older car, here's the thing. This is a little something, piece of advice to you guys out there. If you find yourself in the trunk of a car, you can push out the lighting, thing. You can push it out.
The tail
push it
light.
out. Yeah, tail light, and you can put your hand out there.
You wave so the person following you can call.
Help! That's
Yeah.
good.
Help! I'm trapped in a trunk. Help!
Yeah.
Yeah, but nowadays,
Good safety
yeah.
tips.
Yeah, so
just in
safety
case
tips.
you end up like Frank and do too many drugs and get
Yeah,
yourself in a horrible situation.
Safety tip for the dipnik.
We're
Dick
really
bitch.
just like dishing out, knowledge on this show.
Yeah. What do you Snapchat for? How to get out of trunks? These are very helpful tips.
This is a really helpful show.
And that's why you should continue to like us on YouTube and go subscribe to us over on iTunes. Hey, why not?
Any
You
other
really
questions
should.
we can answer for people out there? Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, be sure to
We'll
let
go
us
Dr. Phil
know.
on everybody's ass.
Yeah.
Definitely. We love chatting about this show. And there's so many other shows that we do here at AfterBuzz that we're wrapping up. And personally, I'm obsessed with everything on FX right now, FXX. I mean, I don't know if you guys
Their
have seen that
programming is
new
phenomenal.
O.J. Simpson show, American Crime Story. I'm obsessed. But whatever you guys are into, we have an after show for it. So be sure to keep up with us all at AfterBuzzTV.com. Let us know what you guys think. And where can they find you guys on social media? Or first of all, actually, we should get into some predictions. I forgot about something important.
Yeah.
Your
Way
AfterBuzz
to go.
TV predictions.
Way to go.
I almost forgot. My bad. Ooh, and I like that new
like a
little
new
prediction.
prediction.
Oh, yeah,
It's
it was
snazzy.
It's like sexy and to the point.
Yeah.
Sexy. Do you guys have sexy predictions?
Yeah, I think that Artemiss, she's been, introduced as the part-time lover.
To her parents.
Yeah, I think that she's gonna come back again for another episode this season. We can't just get that little, taste of Artemiss. We have to get a whole plate full of Artemiss.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I felt like the end was so heartwarming with like Charlie and Frank, like roommates at the end of the day. Like, you were great today. Like, I'd love more, anytime a Frank and Charlie adventure.
Sincere moments like that.
Yeah, a Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler.
That was like the most we've ever seen of Nightcrawler, I believe, right? They've never really actually shown it before. Not that they showed much. But.
Very weird stuff.
Yeah, I could do with a less toe knife though. That's so nasty.
Oh, that makes me cringe every time.
Yeah, less toe
Ugh.
knife.
And Charlie
More
doing
knives.
like tree pose.
That was great.
Yeah.
I'm going
his
to
long
yoga
johns.
tomorrow morning. Yeah. Some
Nice.
body sculpting yoga.
Yeah.
Sculpt that bod.
I wanna. Watch out. Watch yourself.
Watch out.
That almost got out of control there. No, not from you. Just like
In general.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all the
You
flexing.
got a permit for those guns over there?
Nope.
Huh?
Got him at a gun show. Didn't even have to check my ID. That's what happens in today's America.
Okay.
Yo, you need to go to the vet, son, because those puppies look sick.
Bang!
You too. Cultivating mass over here.
Yeah, that's right.
Flexing.
Sorry, I have awful dad jokes for days. I love it.
I love it too because it's made me feel good about my body.
Oh, nice.
I mean, it works for this show.
That's a heartwarming moment right there.
Yeah. If you guys want to hear more about, me feeling good about my body, you can go to JoJo Doyle on all social media.
Nice. Very nice. You can find me on all social media at Marielou Mandl.
Mike Scocozza, SCOCOZZA, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff.
And you can find me online at Danica Kennedy. Thanks for watching. See you guys next week.
Ow!
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.